Welcome back to the 2025 Tire Rack One Lap of America, presented by Grassroots Motorsport Magazine, with coverage this year brought to you by HP Tuners. We are here at Tire Rack's headquarters for the official start, the day one of this year's event, the 2025 event. As you can see, we're getting ready to do the wet skid pad. Brock H. Jr. over there is going to go out in a couple of minutes, and we'll go out with him. We're going to go certify the track there and do a few circles in his awesome Hyundai Palisade. Hyundai, of course, providing all the vehicles for us this year. Brock, good morning.
Morning.
Say hi.
Hi. Welcome to South Bend. It's not raining. It's not really cold. What a surprise.
It is. I mean, it was sunny, but you walked over and now there's a cloud overhead. But
why do I care? It's just what it is. We're going to do a wet skid pad anyway.
There we go.
Yeah, as long as it's nice, I don't care.
So later this afternoon, we'll obviously be at Grissom Air Force Base, right? We're going to run some autocross there. Tell people what to expect.
I expect that the guys that know how to autocross will do very, very well, and the guys that don't will suck really badly. And no matter how many times they try, it won't help.
There you have it in the morning. Deep Thoughts by Brock H. Jr. So we'll get underway shortly as Brian pans around. You can see we've got our returning champ getting ready to go out this year. It's the Goodyear entry of Nick Galata this year with a brand new co-driver. For those of you who are a little more astute, may recall the interview that we did with them. Nick looking super cool by the car, crossing his legs, trying his best to look awesome for his official yearbook photo. And everybody else is kind of milling around. Not a hectic start right now, but it is a start. Woody, you want to say hi? Since we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, Woody Rogers, you might recall him from years past, but here he is again.
Good morning, team. Good morning, world. Welcome to One Lap 2025.
It's going to be a good one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, we have some decent weather for the start, which is awesome. The route looks great. The tracks are going to be challenging and thrilling, and the field looks full of some serious hardware and focused drivers.
It is, and it's always nice to have dry weather for a wet skid pad. You're right. I agree. But what do you think the hot tire is this year, out of all the ones that we got on the vehicles so far?
Boy, that's a great question. I have a personal favorite, but it may not be the hot tire. So, it's there is no one right tire. It's really best for the setup of the car, the way you drive, what you want. There's so many good choices these days. There's probably three that could tie for that best moniker.
Well, now it's up to the drivers, because we know that there's at least equal performance in three that we figure, right? So let's see what the drivers do. And, since you have the number of the tire in your head, let's see if it comes out to be the one at the end of it.
That sounds great. We'll do the over-under on it as Woody's head game, right? But, are you talking for today or for the event? Because that's a different story.
Okay, well, let's start with today.
Well, today is wet, and what works in the wet, what is optimized for wet, isn't truly optimized for dry. And of course, that's the conundrum of One Lap, is trying to fit it all into one car with a couple of drivers, one set of tires, one vehicle, no support. That's what makes this event so amazing, is you got to do it all. And you can't just go with the jack of all trades, because that's the master of none. And someone's got to win and put it all together. So
which one for today?
Oh, man. Great question. I've got that in my head. Let's check in after the
We'll check about one. I'm going to keep pressing during the week.
Okay.
But no, truly, and that's why, we work with Tire Rack, because as the competitors are trying to figure out which car they're going to take, which setup they want to have, they lean on Tire Rack, they lean on Woody, the team here, to kind of make sure that they're choosing the best tire for the right application for for what they're doing. So, as always, thank you very much. We're happy to be back here, and thank you for hosting us.
Thank you. Welcome to South Bend, and we are so glad you're here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Woody. All right, so we're going to go get over to Brock, since we're about to get underway, I think. And I'm going to relieve Brian of the phone as well as the mic stuff, because in the car, Brock will probably throw it against the window. So let's do a little bit of a transition. I'm going to give you that. And this. And then we're just going to go back here. I know, right? Alrighty. All right, Brock, you ready?
I hear you.
Right. So here's the vehicle for for this year. It's the Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Edition. This is the night edition part of it. So super high trim with some nice detail. The black on there. We've got the Palisade Calligraphy just without the blackout trim. And here's the interior. You can see it's a super nice ride this year. Instead of our kind of finish, the wooden one, you've got that sort of piano finish here, which is lovely. And yeah, very nice vehicle, nicely laid out. What is Brock's number on the pad? We haven't done it yet. We're about to. I'm buckling myself in and strapping myself down because, there we go. The man, the myth, the legend.
That's me.
Yeah. There we go.
Let's see. Probably turn around.
You don't need hill descent control. I should hope not, at least. We've done something terribly wrong if you do.
Just let the record show that the ass end of the car is filled full of like 900 pounds of blood.
But that will help heat the tires up.
Well, it raises the polar moment. So the car leans more in the corners.
Well, we have a polar moment there, a bipolar moment up here. This will be great.
Yeah, what could happen? All right, where's my manual toggly things?
And you have the paddles.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if it will hold the gear or not, but you have them. We'll find out. Oh, there's a drone.
There's a bone. Back!
Alrighty, so, of course, Brock going out to certify everything.
You all set?
I'm all set.
Well, I'm not. I'm in the car, though. All right.
Sorry that was over here.
Alrighty, so we're going to come around. It's a lovely, chilly day. And here we go. We're getting ready to set. Let's see what happens. We're turning the vehicle. Vehicle sliding a bit. Talking to him. Some grip. A little bit of understeer there.
Actually, these cars have almost no understeer.
There we go.
Oops.
Except for that little bit of a corrective.
Maybe I wasn't looking in the right place.
Oh, a little bit of tire squeal. There you go. Here's getting the water out.
7-1. That's not very good. Yeah, right.
All right. So we're going to loop around just the other way. Now we're going to off-road it. And
I don't care.
we're making up our own course.
I don't
Roads,
care.
these roads where we're going. Yeah, why do they have blocks there for the turnaround? That's not supposed to be there. Anyway.
Well, let's see what we got here.
Now we're going to go the other way. Let's see how this goes. A little bit of understeer, plowing. That's what you...
Yeah, it was serious plowing.
Tires weren't too happy, but you know.
Right to the limit.
Well, there it is. Trying to lift that weight every time he lets off the throttle, get it to rotate a little bit there and correcting it. Get a little bit of chatter, go a little bit. There we go. We don't know where we're going.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Never has, still doesn't.
Where the fuck are we? Why are we bothering? All right.
Well, that was a lap of the skid pad with Brock H. Jr. So how was the vehicle?
Heavy.
Yes.
But it actually, again, the Hyundais and the Kias have less understeer built in than any other cars that I've ever driven, except for like minis and sports cars. Because, as I understand it, rightfully or wrongfully, the Hyundai engineers, all the engineers, left BMW and came and changed the dynamics of the suspension or the suspension. So it's no, they despite the fact this is probably 5,700 pounds. It's got
with us and stuff in the back.
1,000 pounds of garbage back
exactly.
there. Yeah. No, it's a lovely car.
Awesome. Well, we'll look forward to getting your thoughts on it throughout the week as we travel this beautiful country in this beautiful car. And
they're very they're lovely to offer this for the week.
Yep.
And we'll see what it does.
Awesome. Well,
put gas in it.
Maybe. See,
All right.
we're gonna catch up with everybody else. Thank you, Brock.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
No, you shot gas last year?
So I'm gonna get the better audio back as Nick Galata takes off for his start of the one lap. All right, Brian, let's try and get the audio back a little bit better now that we're outside, and then we can do some filming and give the people what they want. Oops, there we go. Turn this on next up. Look at that. I think we're good to go now. Alrighty, welcome back. I'm outside of the car with Brock, and I'm on solid ground. That was quite the ride, but well done by Brock. We're going to go over to start finish here and check out how, but it'll be close. A lot of Porsche cars this year, right, Bri? Yep. So let's go talk to these fine folks and see exactly what they're thinking. So, lots of shouty noises going on. Let's go in. Nick Galata going around. Let's go find out what the competitors are up to this morning. Nick Galata with a 0.807 in his first go around. Not too tremendous. So here's where you get to talk trash on your opponents, who you can see their time right here. Good morning, Andrew.
I just want to get through it. This is our worst event off it, so we're trying to hang on and get into the week.
And of course, Andrew with Team PGR. This is that Tesla we were talking about earlier when we were doing our interviews together, and all ready to go. It's that cool wing that we had discussed and all the changes here. So yeah, gonna run silent, run quickly. Nick Galata going around to finish off his clockwise rotation. I guess he started counterclockwise. Let's see where he is, 0.773. I think that's what Brock hit in the Palisade. That's not that astounding. But again, like Woody talked about when we did the intro, it really comes down to the tires. And, you know, these are the Supercar 3s, I believe they're on, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, while they are good in wet weather, they're not tremendous. But in the dry, they should do pretty good. Same tires, incidentally, I believe, that are on the vehicle in front of us right now. Supercar 3s. Andrew, good luck. I was going to say listen to that car go, but there it went. There we go. There we go. Good morning.
Good morning. Is everybody having fun?
I think so. So which direction are you going to start with? Clockwise or counterclockwise or upside down?
Counterclockwise to start.
Okay.
Yeah. So just gotta make sure I remember to do 2 laps. That's been a struggle in the past, so keep going until I see the checker flag.
Now you've got the Connies, the Extreme Contact Sports, very, very well regarded for wet weather performance here. So we're curious to see what this vehicle will do. Obviously a Z06, right?
Right.
So E-Ray. Okay. Anything otherwise done to the vehicle?
It's got a motor. It's got some suspension work, a little bit of aero. So yeah.
Yes, you've adequately described all the components to a car. We're happy about that. So good. Well, we wish you lots of luck and go have some fun. All right, so we've got the Porsche out there. Do you know who's in that Porsche, Brian? Chris? Chris. Oh, Mayfield, right? Mayfield. Not in the Lotus, but he is doing pretty well, 0.859. Doing pretty good there. 0.860, so fairly consistent. Finding the grip that he believes is available in that vehicle. And coming out to end. As we watch Andrew DeCote get ready to take the start, and he's given the green. There he goes. Well, that made some noise, didn't it? Wow. The smoothest transmission ever. Driven by...
The same as everyone else now.
Yeah, pretty much. So good morning, Andy. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I don't know.
So tell us about this wonderful contraption you're in.
Well, it's a Honda S2000.
Yes.
It is now turbocharged K-Series with a BMW DCT, Ford Explorer diff. It's basically been fully molested.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And you are obviously running on the Bridgestone Potenzas, one of the few Bridgestone entries. Actually, there's a few. Actually, there's more this year than in years past. But why have you selected these? What do you like about them?
These tires, they offer great cold grip, great wet grip. Honestly, it's just a very good all-around tire. They wear well. It's really the perfect tire for one lap, I think.
And you're no stranger to this event. I mean, you've done this many, many times. You've won. You've done all the fun stuff here. So, what are your expectations for this year?
Well, I mean, we come here to win. We've had multiple second-place overall finishes, never a first. So that's the goal. But I mean, it's a long week. We being a fully modified car, we always can be plagued with reliability issues. So let's hope everything holds together and yeah, see what happens at the end of the week.
Well, good luck this year on leaving your bridesmaid status and becoming a bride. We'll be watching you and calling it all week. So good to see you, brother. All right, very photogenic car, especially if you're into Frankenstein. As Andy takes off. Making some good noise. Followed up by Andrew Brownfield. Let's see here. He's got the Bridgestones. Yeah, they're kind of warm, but, I don't think it'll be warm by the time we get down there again.
Yeah, I don't think so. We're just hoping for a good start to the week here. We really need it.
Nice. So, obviously, you've watched this car progress all throughout the years here, and it's become faster and faster, and you've become faster and faster. So, what are you expecting for this year?
I think we've been saying podium or bust this year, but the competition keeps getting better and better. I'm hoping we worked out some of the kinks from last year and we can finish where we really should.
Nice. Well, you're always fun to watch, and last year you turned some really awesome performances. We're looking forward to seeing some repeats, or even better this year. So, good luck, brother.
Thank you.
They're obviously running on the Bridgestone Potenzas as well, the RE71s. Nice and toasty as they cool off while he waits.
Tire warmers like all those guys.
What's that?
I'm the first car, I think, with no tire warmers that's gone, so we'll see.
Truly, I don't think it'll make a difference because I'm going to put my head on the Michelin car back there who's also waiting even longer than you are at this point. So, again, tire warmers I don't think really make much of a difference in this application right now.
Yeah, I'd say they cool off very quickly.
Yeah.
I'd say that water cools them off pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. And just waiting, So with it .867, not bad for the Corvette. We got Super K taking off, along with Andrew. Sounding good, looking good, and ladies and gentlemen, we've got Michelin. They're good. They're not warm. They're as they should be on the PS4S, right? Oh no, all seasons.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a change. Why these?
We're trying something new this year, a little unconventional. It's a special Pilot Sport All Season 4 that we developed for the E-Ray, so it's on the same platform as this wide-body Z06.
So the tire, a little bit different, not OEM designed for this exact vehicle, but we're seeing how that works out. What do you think the advantages are going to be here?
Well, it was very special design for the E-Ray. It's on the same platform, same size tire. It's the same construction actually as our PS4S on the Z06. So they're, from a balance standpoint, they're pretty interchangeable.
Well, we'll be curious to see what you pull off here because you should have a pretty distinct advantage right now since, it is cold and it is wet. So let's see what this does. I'm curious. Well, good luck, brother. As we got the Super K coming around, .772. Pretty much where Brock was. When the sun's out, it's lovely. When the sun goes away, it gets a little bit chilly.
Because it's always windy.
It's always windy in South Bend, right? It's always sunny in Philadelphia and always windy in South Bend. Andrew Brownfield taking off and the Corvette quietly going away. Good morning.
Morning.
How are we doing today?
Oh, excellent. We're ready to go. We got some good equipment and got some great drivers out there, some excellent equipment against us, so it's going to be a fun week, no doubt.
Nice, and you obviously running the Bridgestone Potenzas as well. I'm seeing more Bridgestones than I thought I was going to do this year. So, I mean, especially at the pointy end, we're seeing a lot of Bridgestones this year. It's very interesting, isn't it? So, why have you gone with the Bridgestones?
You know, we tested just about everything that was possible to fit on this car, and the Bridgestones were just the perfect combination of, you know, wet weather performance, dry weather performance, and you know, and wear throughout the week. So you know, the GT3 is going to be happy on them, I think. That's for sure.
Awesome. Well, we wish you lots of luck, and thanks for chatting with us. Have a good time, man. So it seems like, Brian, the wear factor is definitely playing into people's minds. I think we've scared a few people off last year because of some of the instances that we had of tires not quite making it to the end, or people really having to manage the last two events and not go all out.
Exactly. You know, of course, our next competitor in line behind this GT3 was at the pointy end of the field, and found out you push the tires too hard, you're in trouble.
You know, it looks like he's coming back on the same ones, but we'll chat with him later in a few seconds, actually. Andrew Brownfield finishing up with a .794. Again, not the best, but it's that trade-off, so he's on those Bridgestones too. We'll see how they stack up. We've got that Corvette. I'm curious to see exactly how that works out with the all seasons on there. Again, might have a distinct advantage right now. We'll find out, right? Proof is in the pudding. We have a slight delay. We are green now again. Okay. We're waiting for something. Not sure what exactly. There we go. Yep. Woo. Corvette is off and away. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Scotty Kors.
Do I have to turn down my music to talk to you?
No, it's a pretty good microphone. Morning, Scotty.
What's up? Good morning.
So we were just talking about tires, and I love actually, it's the first time I'm seeing the interior. He's got the painted interior, everything to match.
You know,
It's like lipstick for a night out. Awesome.
It really is. Coordination is really the key.
That's why you're matching? Oh, wait, no, you're not. Anyway, so we were talking about tires previously with the Corvette. Well, let me see. 774, not, or is that just Andrew's previous? 787, no, that's consistent. So not as good as we thought.
So you're going to bring up tires, really?
We are. We were just talking about it because we're looking at there's a lot of Bridgestones. You have opted to go back to the PS4Ss, which you decided to use all of and then some last year.
Opted is really kind of a very strong word. I didn't have a lot of opts. I'm back with Michelin reluctantly, but you know, maybe they'll do me well this year. They've done me well before, maybe not last year, but
nothing like guessing when we have tire rack and science. We love it.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, Scott, it's always a pleasure to see you. We wish you lots of luck in this beautiful new car. It is really, really pretty, isn't it? I mean, it's good looking, and we wish
Carmine red. So you know, it's not the Bandit, but we're doing our best to, you know, try to follow up.
It is the Red Rocket, though, Scotty. Good luck. Have fun. Stay safe, brother. Scott down and away, followed by another Super. We have quite a few this year. Corvette finishing off not where we necessarily thought, and another vehicle shot with Bridgestones here. Good morning.
Good morning. I didn't know you guys were doing interviews today. That's cool.
Either did we. We just decided to do stuff. So we're here, you're here. Let's chat.
Yeah, my name's DJ. Hi, nice to meet you. This will be my 10th lap ever in this car. We were supposed to be driving a 911, but that car decided to be not a car anymore. And here we are in Dave Marcus's Supra. So thanks, Dave, for lending us your spare one-lap car.
Awesome, awesome. So why did you choose the Bridgestones this year?
It's what was on the car.
Awesome tire choice and good reasoning for the selection. Well, we wish you lots of luck and a lot of fun, and yeah, have at it, brother.
Thank you. We would have been on Bridgestones anyways, but I thought that was more fun.
That's what we're looking for. We appreciate it. Well, good luck. Alrighty. So it really, Brian, it kind of looks like we've got a very consistent front end of the field between Supras, Porsches, and Corvettes.
Yes, we do. And we've got, after this Supra, we've got another Corvette, and then we've got another Porsche before we see our first
Mustangs.
We see our first two Mustangs.
Right, we've got a Roush Mustang that Randy Pobes is going to be joining and driving, but Jason Stromowski taking the helm right now because Randy just sucks at skid pads, as we've established, and then behind that we've got Todd Thompson in the GT500. But for now, we've got another Z06 shod with Michelin's. These are the PS4S's. So can you beat the actual Michelin entry who was on the All Sports? That's a question.
I don't see a problem. I'm just happy you guys let me in the country. I didn't get detained at the border.
Well, we don't control that one. We just control what goes on here.
What I want to know is, where's the camper?
The camper we left in, I think, Ohio in 2019.
Is it still there?
That was a crazy year. Never going to do that again.
Awesome. Well, we wish you lots of luck, and we're curious to see how the PS4Ss are going to stack up right now against the All Sports that the Michelin team had on there. So you got to beat, what was it, like a .79 or something? It wasn't that high. So go out there and do something fun. All right, good luck. Next up, we've got our Parts Farm entry. Rob Bowen and Daryl Norman, obviously Parts Farm, one of our sponsors. They lovingly provide the ability for us to give the cool trophies out every year. That is a very low split. Oh, is that the air dam that's supposed to fold back up? I think it
looks like it.
It is, isn't it? He's got it deployed, and all the cool kit on that brand new 911 Turbo S. Porsche really up in the game here. Scotty doing an 8.34. Not too bad. Puts him probably about, mid to the top right now. 8.3. So not bad at all. And that should be a pretty good competition as he collects a few cones on the way out.
And it looks like he collected a cone on the inside of the circle.
Yep.
A couple. I see him resetting cones.
Yep. Scotty trying to get as close as possible without going over, but he has. So the price is wrong, Scotty. The price is wrong.
Good effort, but still an L.
Yep. As we wait, I'm going to mosey on up this way since you'll hear me anyway, right? So we're just chatting about the car with the Goodyear, which has been sprayed on very interestingly. I think our crack crew is very heavy on the spray paint on that one. But Rob, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Yeah, I don't think that did what he wanted it to do.
I'm not certain. We'll see if I can do a little better than that.
A little better than that.
It may or may not.
So we can roll up a little bit here, and then you can tell us about this pretty car you're in right now, and a little bit about the Parts Farm before we head out.
It's a 2021 992. Well, it's a 911, but a Turbo S, and we got some gold wheels that are all gold, and yeah, Parts Farm, high performance American muscle car auto salvage recycler down in Georgia.
Down in Georgia. As we were saying, provider for our trophies this year. Again, thank you very much for coming back. So why the Goodyears this year?
The sizes were limited. We were just we figured like we maybe need to take a little bit of a chance to try to punch above our weight class. We're pretty heavy this year, weighing in at 219. So we're gonna get down about 215 by the end of the week.
Okay. Well, we wish you lots of luck and have a lot of fun, and we'll see where you wind up. If you beat it, you got to get past like an 8.5 or an 8.6, and that'll be good for today. Okay. I think. 8.5, 8.6. Yep.
How's Barry today?
Barry? How was Barry today? Barry's
5 minutes ago.
It may wind up on the skid pad. What's up, Daryl?
What's going on, everybody? Good morning.
So
you like my my sunroof sticker?
I like it. Got a little bit of wheel spin there. And up next, we have Jason Stromowski and Randy Pobes. Let's talk to Randy first. Oh wait,
he's not here.
Actually, he is here.
Oh, I can be Randy for you, Jason. All right, Jason, look, we're here at the skid pad, and when we start going around, you just have to remember, right after that first turn is the vortex of danger. And you have to make sure that you don't hit it. So just go faster than me and everything will be fine.
That won't be hard to do, I guess. On the skid pad, at least.
It's,
That's why he's standing over there right now.
where is he?
He's.
Did he actually get here?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay.
He
Good.
got here before it started.
Oh, wow. He did better than we thought.
Yes, he did.
He's already coming in first.
That's right.
Where the heck is he? Well, that was Randy and Jason. And Jason, what are you in this year? I see the Roush livery all over this thing. You're on the Conti Extreme Contact Sport 02s here, so good for the wet weather. I like your chances. What about yourself?
Well, it's my first time doing a skid pad.
Is it?
Enrique did them all the time for us.
That's true.
So we'll see how it goes.
Well, channel your inner Enrique and ignore your inner Randy, and let's go have some fun.
Enrique's with us.
There you go.
Right there in the back window.
Right there. Ryan will get that shortly.
Okay.
Have fun. We're going to listen to this sucker, so let's get the American Cancer Society. So if you got that QR code, scan it, donate to them. And Enrique right up here. All right. Listen to this bad boy, head on out with that. All right, Mark Thompson, 2020 GT500 on PS4S's, the FPs, right?
Yep.
So, good morning.
Morning.
So we've all finished imbibing from the past few nights here and having a good time, and we're ready to hit the wet skid pad. And you know, what mode are you going in, and how do you like your chances today?
I'm gonna put in sport mode, just keep traction on a little bit, take the first level off, and see if it holds.
Awesome, awesome. Well, so far, Rob looks like he's hitting a .786, and that was it for his. So he says he turns around. Not quite where we would have liked him to be, but that's where he is. But we'll see. We'll see how you get along, you and Dad. Awesome to see you guys out here for a road trip with us, as always. And we wish you lots of luck today, brother.
Thank you.
All right, let's go over and go see Randy. Let's get his reaction as he calls it for Jason coming up. Got some more Porsches and Corvettes, and we have some more Darryls here as well.
What did you say you needed?
What's that? That's actually not bad, that direction. But the other direction wasn't as good. Nope. So here we have Randy Pobst. Randy's here with us on the one lap this year.
Wait a minute!
Hi,
Don't mess
Randy.
up! Don't mess
What's
up
that?
my video.
Oh,
We're leaving the line.
We're live. We're gonna have you call it with us, Randy.
Dude.
Yeah.
We got the Roush Performance Mustang leaving the line. It's a Stage 3 Mustang from Roush. We got Continental tires on there. That's what it comes with. And there goes Jason. I've bailed out on the skid pad, Solomon.
I heard.
After 4 or 5 years of frustratingly bad performances, except the very last one. And I'm leaving it up to my teammate, Jason Stormowski. He's the guy who makes this team happen. Don't
it's
tell
wise.
anybody. I just got here this morning. Where's my waiver papers? I need to get on the program here.
I'll have you sign the back of a McDonald's kids menu. So you stayed out of the vortex of danger today as you're standing here.
Solomon, look at that time. 7-1.
It's 7-9 now.
Oh, it was 7-1 the first lap. You overdid it, unless I misread it. Let's see if you can back that up, because it's only your best time, right?
No, it's the cumulative.
Oh, no, it is? Jason, get consistent, buddy. We've got a Continental tire. I think it's called an SO2. Is that right?
Extreme Contact SO2.
It's known for being good in the wet. I've never driven it before. I normally run Yokohamas, but that's what this Roush Performance car comes on.
He's doing actually pretty good because we've seen.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
By looking?
Yep.
You're
I've
amazing.
been doing this for 20 some odd years. I figured this one out by now. Yep. 842.
What?
That's up there with the all-wheel drive P cars.
No, he had 7s going the other way. Come on, Jason. Let's do it, buddy.
You put more ballast in the one side. 843. So he was that consistent. That was pretty dang good.
Wow. So we're good to the left.
I think so. You are good to the left. Randy, it's awesome to see you, brother.
Man, I'm thrilled to be back at the one lap. I love this. It's like my 7th or 8th.
Something like that.
Oh, hey everybody! How you doing? Yeah. Good man. He's good to the left. We're taking him to the stock car track.
There we go. Awesome.
You know what? I think we might have some crossweight in that car.
Maybe.
When you go better one way than the other way, you got to check your corner weights.
It also comes down to where you can actually see here from sitting in the driver's seat, you know?
Yeah, I thought he had a 7-1 on his very first run.
Good. I mean, like the Porsche right before him had the same deal.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yep.
Okay, well, this Mustang's a 7.3. The guy's out there right now in a GT500. He's doing good.
Yeah.
7.2.
And he's on the PS4S's, but wait till he turns the other direction.
Yeah. Maybe Mustangs are also like NASCARs and they want to go left.
Well, we'll find out in about 10 seconds.
Now he's got to go right.
No, he's going to, yeah.
The last time we ran in the dry last year, I had good times. But it's the only time I've ever had a decent time.
You ran the wet skid pad in the dry?
Basically, by my times, that's what it appeared to be. That's okay. We're getting this over with, and we're going to go to the autocross.
There you go.
That's my roots, man. I started out autocross and slalom those things. Yeah, that's me.
That's a .69, so that wasn't terribly good.
0.69.
Yeah, on the nose, apparently.
You know those are G
Wait a
numbers,
minute.
right? Those aren't times. Those are G forces.
No.
Yes, those are G forces.
Oh, so 7.1 is terrible? I thought that was the time.
No.
The .84 was amazing.
No, I didn't know that.
That's why he's like, well, that's right up there with the all-wheel drive cars.
Right, yeah.
No,
It's not
.84
time.
I thought you were just throwing me a bone.
No.
So the 7.1 was terrible.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't as good as the .84, that's for sure.
Lower is worse.
Isn't he a tire Yoda?
He's a Yoko tire Yoda.
Normally, yeah, but you know, now we got Roush Performance and we're running their tire. And it's a good tire.
It is.
In fact,
Well, going one direction particularly.
well, you know, Jason was probably just warming up, getting himself all in the groove.
In fairness, you have not had much time to practice with this vehicle or get to grips with it, literally, because it's only been a day that he's been in it.
A day, basically.
Right.
I've never been in it. So I'm going to find out. You know, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
It is.
I want to go to VIR, you know, pit race. I always love pit race. And Jason's the drag racer.
Yep.
And we have been rained out of the drag race 4 years in a row.
Well, have
4
you
years in a
done
row.
your anti-rain jans?
No, we want rain.
Not for the drag race,
Except
you
for
don't.
the drag. Oh, we would drag race in the rain, man. When I had that BMW X3M, that thing would have been the killer drag car in the rain.
Killer being the opportune word there for the drag racing at VHT.
All-wheel drive, it would just go. But you
Into
couldn't
the
stop
wall.
on the VHT, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. You go to line up and you wind up stopping halfway down the track. So, in any event, Randy, we're happy to have you here, and it's a
Thanks
great
for all
time
your
to see you.
help, Solomon.
Always.
You set us up with Rush. I appreciate it.
Roush has been good to me over the years, and I'm happy that they've been able to be good to you guys as
I
well.
really appreciate it. We're so happy to have that honking Mustang. It's got a supercharger. Yeah!
Awesome.
So
Ready.
On to the autocross.
There you go, brother. Good luck, man.
See you.
Take care. Good seeing you. So, Randy Popes, ladies and gentlemen. Now I don't. It was fun having a Randy versus Randy interview at first. That's something we wanted to do for a while. So that was good. So we are, as you can see, the cars are still lining up here. We're going to be here for a little while. You can catch up with our daily update at the end of the day as well. Brian Shaw doing some proper filming this time as opposed to us just on the live stream here. But we've got some stuff that we have to attend to. So that's going to wrap up the morning coverage here at Tire Rack's headquarters in lovely South Bend, Indiana. It's getting windy, it's getting colder, and we've got some stuff to get ready to do. So feel free to join us for the autocross, because that's what we're doing later today from Grissom Air Force Base. We'll post out an update on our WhatsApp in terms of what time we're going to go live there. But generally in the mornings, you can catch us around 9 o'clock in the morning for the live coverages as we get moving there. So for the 2025 Tire Rack One Lap of America, presented by Grassroots Motorsport Magazine, with coverage brought to you by HP Tuners, and of course the wireless helping us out this year. Again, Eric Hall with Verizon. Thank you so much. I'm Solomon. That's Brian. And there you go, this is Han. And the other Brian's doing some other work. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.